Hello planner friends, welcome to Behind the Designs, where I create a beautiful life through creative planning. I'm Stephanie, and today I'm going to be setting up a new, it's not really a new planner, but it is going to be a new setup, and it has to do with my goals. So that's what I'm going to do today. Okay, welcome back. So I am, as you know, my craft room, I moved it around, so I'm kind of like trying to find everything. But I had come to the conclusion that, my goals are kind of not where I need them to be. They're kind of, some are here, some are there. I'm actually going to be coming up with a few new setups. I did miss yesterday's video, under the weather, couldn't help that. So I'm kind of going to pass over that one that I was going to do, and I'm going to start out with this one since we're coming into May tomorrow. So this new one's going to be all about my goals. As you know, I have the Butterfly Bliss set up as my goal planner, goals journal, and it's horizontal. So all I do is I just go in and I, make some notes periodically, either at the end of the day or the morning of the next day, where I talk about, the different things that I did and if I, was productive, accomplished things, so forth. So that remains as it is. But what I'm going to do is I am going to combine. I did kind of already put them into tabs just because I wanted to organize in my mind where I wanted this. So I am going to be putting a month of this, plus this packet of info, which we'll go through, into a new cover. And then we'll talk about this goal sheet too. Okay, so let me just kind of tuck these off aside. So, as you know from my, I think it was the spring haul maybe, I picked up from Happy Planner 2 of their snap-on covers. One was this, I think it's called Blush, and then the other one was the mint color. And I'll show it in a minute. Let me get this out of the way. And I plan on bringing in this one now, and then the other one in an upcoming video. So let's get this out of the way as well. Let me find a place to put it, because as I said, my room is kind of all over the place. The craft room is a mess. Okay. I also dug through my stash and I found, I actually don't remember the name of it. It had a frosted cover, beautiful florals or something, beautiful blossom, something like that. And they had this gorgeous kind of pinkish rose disc. This is not the same color pink as, who was it? Glam Girl? Was it Glam Girl? No, she was hot pink. Daydreamer. So back in the day, OG Daydreamer used to have, they had a pink metal disc. This is not the same pink. This is definitely more rose color. So I'm going to be using those with this cover. I thought I would just give it a, a tone on tone, nothing stark or crazy. This is also the inside. So you have a pocket here, you've got a slip pocket, and then an extra one. Now, here's the thing with I'm probably going to end up doing this because that's just what I do. But I've been thinking about adding some vinyl to the front, and I may still do that. Here, let me do this. I might put it out of focus for a few minutes, but I need to do this in order to get the discs on. So that may be coming, but right now my immediate concern was making sure that I get this set up, because as I go into my May or spring refresh, it seems odd. I just set this up, a spring, or I should say April refresh, which was technically spring. I just set that up at the beginning of April, and now I'm doing one for May. So I did bring out, as you know, my mint cover. I brought back in my string on there. I brought back in my, let's see, the mint, I forget the name. It escapes me at this moment. Planner. I included my monthly and my checklist layout. And just kind of, I'm struggling with this. I don't know why. Probably because it's new. Sometimes, you know, it's got to work itself out. And I hope that wasn't me who did that. Here, let me do this too. Let's set it up the same way. Let's see if I can get these discs on there. So anyhow, I'm going to be setting up, refreshing, not setting up. It is a refresh, but it's a setup. At least two, maybe more. We'll have to see. Okay. All the little pink leather pieces that were loose are gonna, you know, they'll come off in their own time. Okay. Brand new blank slate. Still working on lighting. Again, hopefully it's illuminated enough for you to be able to see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put in this bunch of information, and then I'll kind of tell you as I'm going through it. I've currently got 6 tabs at the top, which are not labeled yet, and then I have a tab on the side. When we get there, I'll talk to you about that. So this first tab is going to be my word of the year. So my cover page, my word of the year, and my vision board wish list of goals for the year. And next, I'm putting in this printable is already available on the blog. This is one of my printables. While I don't need this anymore, I'm going to kind of see if this setup works for me in general, because I may keep it this way. But this is a printable for how to select your word of the year. It gives you some extra sheets to work through to help you if you're struggling. Again, word of the year is not an annual thing, meaning you can do it any time of the year. If you set a word of the year and for some reason, you know, a month or two in maybe, you feel it's not working for you, by all means, select a new one. You definitely want to have a word that resonates with you and your goals. So this ultimate guide is going to help you reach that end point. So this is available on the blog. Next is a brand new printable. Brand new. I have not even written on a page just yet. I got them printed out for the purpose of this setup, and but I'm gonna share it all with you. So I have been working on this for quite some time, and I am going to get this in here, and then I'm going to kind of flip through it for you. And this here, I'm anticipating, again, based on the needs I was finding I was having, I anticipate you're probably having the same needs. So I'm hoping it will be helpful to you. This is available right now on the blog. And I kind of approach this with just getting some pieces out with the idea of it is a workbook. You can write right in it. And as I said, I'm keeping mine in here. I think, going to go through, fill it in for this year and just kind of work both systems and see, you know, how it goes and see, you know, if this is as I envisioned in my head going to work. So it is, with this, you get a table of contents of what is in the workbook. You get a goals page that has a description about setting goals, and then also about a few quotes. These are some further steps to setting goals, and those tools that you would need are in this workbook. So here's a goals brainstorm list. This could be, you know, it's basically a wish list. What do you want to accomplish, or what do you think you want to accomplish? So this isn't putting anything on paper or in stone, as some may say. This is literally just brain dumping. And then there is your focus word of the year, which you can, put your word of the year right on here, stickers, whatever you need to give you that visual of your focus word. Then you're going to list your top 4 goals and why. In this, you probably can't see it. Oh, you can see it a little bit. There is a box here that you can list what the goal is, and then you're going to, talk about it more in here. And again, you'll use it based on whatever your needs are. Then I give you 4 goal action plans. Now, these goal action plans are the same ones you will find in the Ultimate Guide Word of the Year. So I give you one of them in here. I think it's one, but it's the same goal sheet. Again, as a printable, you'll be able to print it off as many times as you need to. So, you can, if you have more than 4 goals, absolutely. You can print them front and back, however. So here's a goal action plan. There's a start and due date. There's your goal and strategy. And then there's this fun little bar here, which I actually like the idea of, where you can kind of color in the progress of your goal. You're going to write down the action steps for this. So you want to do 1 goal per plan. And then at the end of the month, so this is going to be your goal setting, your action plan, and then, your review. What worked, what didn't work with regard to this goal. So my goal was to get this out before the beginning of the year. But I kid you not that every time I printed it off, I looked at it, I'm like, you know what? I need this, or I want to do that. So it has taken me months and months. We're going into May? So yeah, probably a good 5-6 months this has taken me. I didn't take it lightly. I very much I laid out, a plan, what is needed. And this is it. So 4 goal action plan pages, or as many as you need. You can set a goal per month. So this is a monthly goal setting page. So, you might find that something you want to start working on isn't something that maybe you can do until May, again, whatever the goal may be. So that's what this is. Or you could use this page not for your bigger goals, the ones that you're putting on your goal action plan, but you could use this page for writing out a smaller, it's not on your goal list, but like just a smaller goal you want to accomplish in that month. So that's another way you can use this paper. Now, this here is something that is quite popular in the planner community. Happy Planner had come out with one that was a 1-page month at a time. It came in one of their Be Happy boxes, but if you didn't get the box, you missed out on it. So I recreated this in a manner that fits with goal setting and productivity and so forth. So you still get the full month. You will need to date it, but you can, again, set it for any month, any time of the year. There is a bulleted to-do list down here should you need it. And then over here for next month, you can start writing out things you need to maybe remember to do next month. So this is another option for really honing in on the goals. So when I think of goals, I'm thinking of them as independent of my planner, only to the sense that monthly I will list out, the goals I'm going to work towards that month. So that's kind of why I'm separating this out. And then, and I will, again, start working in this. I just wanted to get this video out for you, and I wanted to showcase this for you. You can use all the elements. You can use certain pages. You can combine the Word of the Year guide with this, however it works for you. Having a printable allows you to customize it for you. So that was the month. And again, I only printed this for this purpose. I then printed out 4 weekly pages, or 5 actually, because, sometimes your months go into a 5th week. So there's 4 weekly planner pages. Again, you can use them or not. If your focus is 100% only goals, this will probably do everything you need for you. It's your planner, it's your brainstormer, your, focus, everything. So everything is included, and it sets you up to be able to start working on your goals. So you get the weekly planners. Again, print them as many times as you like. You have your to-do list in your notes. And then, as it should be, every time you are setting goals, you should have a monthly check-in. And this is the part where I've kind of laxed in getting done. Hence why I am bringing this in now, this whole setup. So in this monthly goals check-in, there is top things that you did that month, maybe a habit you picked up. Because remember, when you're trying to set a new habit or routine, they kind of go hand in hand. You got to kind of stepwise in, and then once you start working on that routine daily, it becomes a habit. So when you're looking back, what are you proud of? What could you do better? Realizations or pivots within, your goal that you're looking at or goals that you're setting. And then next month I want to, and then at the very end you get to rate your month. So how do you think it went? Was it a 5-star month or not? So again, print this as many times as you need. As I go through this goals planner, I will start to, showcase these. I will do double work just because, again, I'm working on this, seeing how it works for purely my goals. So there is, okay, so on the back, let me finish. Forward goal planning. So this might be for 2025. You can start listing out where your goals are. And then everything you need to start the next year is in one packet. So I'm super excited about this. So it's out on the blog now, behindthedesigns.blog. Pick yours up and get working on it. You can start your word of the year and goals any time of the year. Or, in my case, I may revisit some now that I have this all set. So we'll see. More to come on that. Okay, moving forward. I had on the side kind of set up these monthly pages. So basically what I did was, I have a sticker telling me which sticker books. Oh, I didn't do the back. This is basically what it looks like. I put 3 months per page. So on the back is April, May, June, and so forth. And I was intending to make these, and I will still utilize them, my kind of monthly check-in, how am I doing with my goals? What did I do? That kind of thing. So I do have these in here. There is a goal page I did set up on camera that I don't have here. When I set it up and I went to go, do it, it was kind of this idea, go back and do a check-in. Something wasn't resonating. I'll see if I'll find it, and then clearly I put it aside because it wasn't working for me. So I'll see if I can find it, and I'll bring it back in on another video. This is not the last time you'll be seeing this. Okay, so those are in there in their own tab. Next, I intend to put the current month, maybe 2 months, we'll see, of this Butterfly Bliss planner. So as you know, I'd set it up per quarter, and I still like those tabs there. I'm going to keep them there. That's not going to change. I'm going to leave this set up the way it is set up. All I'm simply going to do is I'm going to pull the month out to put in here so that I can be looking at the page in real time. And then, let me get this in here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'll archive them back over here as the month finishes. I'm still going to keep this as sort of a journal-ish concept for now. And we'll see how it goes. More to come on that as well. Now, this tab is marked May because I pulled it out of a planner. I have it in my stash. I just kind of felt like it went a little bit. And I am going to cover this up because of course it has a calendar on the back, which I don't intend on using. But I did need it as an extra tab. I kind of wanted it on the side here to pick up. This is going to be like all my extra papers. So in those papers, I will be printing and pulling all this also is a printable on my blog, goals for this month. And I've, decorated a few of these along the way. You can see that here. Let me pull this over now. Okay, so this is this goals page all completed. Now, as of right now, this resides in my, work sort of business planner. Whether I move this over to here or not, I don't know that just yet. But for example, this is what it looks like. It's in my other planner. I did this on camera. I have it for May. And then, this will go with this. So I'm going to print off a bunch of those to keep in the back. And then I pulled off of this is a Planner Babe notepad that I had, or desk pad, I think maybe. It is something that, again, I saw it and I'm kind of like, I don't immediately need to have everything match. While I would love it, sometimes I just like to get the task done. And that's kind of where I am this year. So I pulled these out, and I'm intending to use these for the quarters. So obviously we're going now into Q2 of the year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one of these off, and I'm going to put these in, because again, these will just be extra papers in the back. And I'm not decorating anything inside of this planner. That is what is going to comprise this entire planner setup. This is all goals. Pure and simple. More to come on this. I'll be bringing this in periodically. But let's get to this. Now that I've talked about this, I've told you some printables you can get to help you get started. This is going to become now my archive planner for goals. So I'm going to kind of just put this over here, and I'm going to bring this in along with, I have off to the side here, all the stickers and then a few extra, and then the washi from when I created my cover page for my Word of the Year goals, cover page and goals. So these are all the things that I used for that cover page. I just thought maybe if I could make them look a little bit more paired together, it won't look so off. So I just kind of brought all that in, and here's what I'm going to do. First of all, I am going to start here. We're going to set up my Q2 goals, or at least that's the plan. This is the first time I have set goals on camera. So, this is going to be for the quarter. So this is going to be, let's see, January, February, April through June. April, May, June. Second quarter. And I'm going to list out the things. I'm going to show you how I do it, or how I'm thinking of doing it. That's why I didn't jump right into my printable just yet, because, again, I hadn't worked with it. All I did was get it set up. And so I wasn't exactly prepared. I'm trying to find a box that I could use at the header. I could use these. Oh, too bad they didn't say monthly goals or quarterly goals. Let me see. Let me just see if I can. I do need to replace or cover the focus on up here. So let's see, I've looked in plan. That's mini. I do have this one. This here was from my daughter. She gave up some of her planner supplies. So let me see if I can find something in here. And of course, as you know, squad goals. I love the squad goals. Let's see. All I need is a thin, oops, those are sticking. And if I can't find one, I will figure it out. No. Let's see, nothing there. Ooh, but I could probably use those. So let's keep that kind of marked. Oh, wait, was this one? Oh, no, it's gone. She cut pages out of here. I'm not sure why. It's very wonky to have to deal with. I could use that, but if I have to use that, I'll go back to it. So let me just hold this page because I am going to use something from there. Let's see. This is Miss Maker. You know, theoretically, I should be able to find something in this. Because that's what I need to get started here. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. So I think what I want to use is, do I want to use gold? Be shiny gold? No, I don't think I want to do that. Let me do this first though. Let me just take this out or white it out. I can't take it out. And let's put in, let's grab this raspberry color. Yeah, let's grab that. Sure, let's grab that, right? Okay. I thought I would be able to use these, but as I look at them now, I think they're going to be too big for what I wanted. I may step off and grab another sticker book. Let's see. Let's see if I can, how straight I can get this on. Let's see. I think that's going to be as straight as it is. Alrighty. So I'm going to move these off out of the way. And hopefully nothing goes crashing down in here. Because again, I'm just kind of putting things wherever because I have no room. Okay. So what I intend to do is this. I'm going to now go to the mini since I know I can find those. Let me see if I can get a few more in here. All right, let's do this. And then I'm going to, over here, I'm going to turn this cover over so that I could see this off to the side so that I can be inspired by that. Okay, so if I have that up there, let's do, what have we got? We've got orange. Let's do a green. One. Let's do yellow in the middle. Just going to place them right at the top. And then this one. We'll just pull in all the colors. Although I just noticed this one's going to kind of go over this. I may have to cut this down then. I'm going to cut it down only because I don't want to have it. Let's just take an estimate here. Okay. And then let's just put that back in there. I'm just doing a little sticker surgery over here. Hopefully it's even. Okay, let's see if this fits better. I'm not worried if I just didn't want to cover this circle because I have a plan for it. Okay, it's a bit shorter, but again, we'll work with it. Okay, so then I have this, and then I'm going to grab some of my washi, and I'm going to pop some in. Let's see. Let's make this one angled this way. I think I got a good angle. Let's see. Oop. Okay. Maybe I'm off camera a bit. There we go. Still working with my new orientation here. Let's put that up and that over there. Okay. Let's get this on a bit. Now for this, as is typical, I do not have, I'm going to try this. I don't have my card near me. Okay, that'll work. All right, so I'm going to just add this in again to kind of match with that. And then I need to bring this back over. And I'm only going to use a pencil because I don't need it to be that dark. But there's these 2 lines up here separating these 3 boxes. I got to fix that sticker. And I'm going to bring this down to this other box. Hopefully as straight as possible. Okay. And let's see, is this on? Oops. Did I don't know, maybe I didn't get this on. All right, it looks straight. Not sure. Maybe my angle was off. Okay, so I've got this, and then I am going to pull these. I only have 2. Is there, let's see, this is squad goals. And I don't have the other one around. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this pink one first. Let's put it here. And let's get this one over here. All I'm trying to do is create 3 separate sections. And then I'm going to kind of write in a few things. I'll try and keep it as short as possible. Then I'm going to go with the purple. Let's see. It's going to be very colorful, just like my cover page. And then, although I don't have the 3rd green one, I will pull it from my other books and get that on here. My goal right now is to get this set up, get a few things written down so you can see how I was going to do it, and kind of go from there. I'm not going to add any of the discs that were on there because, well, the paper is made out of purple discs. So I am going to set all of these aside. That's all done. Okay. Now for this, I am going to set up, let's see, we've got, I'm going to go with purple, I think. I'll go with the purple. Okay. So what I'm going to do up here is I'm just going to list it as Q2. And then in this box, I'm going to put April through June. All right. Give it a little color. And then I'm going to list out, I think I want to do this in a heavier pen. So this first block is going to be work. Now, as you know, or may know, I haven't really been able to go walking because of my foot, or ankle, I should say. But I'm hoping to get back into it soon. So that's why I'm including that section in here. Okay. Oop. So I have the 3 sections that I want to kind of focus on. let me move this just a little more. So I have work, health and fitness, and then other. Other would be, you know, anything that is truly other, or, you know, like personal things I may have put on my goals. Now, this came off of the goals vision board that I had done, which at the time I did it, I think, well, looking back on it, it looks like a hot mess. But I probably made it more complicated than it really needed to be. But we're going to go with it. Oh, before I forget, I do need to make sure I put the year. Actually, I'm going to write it in black pen, just in case something were to get separated. So I'm just going to do 2024. Okay. So with work, let's see, do I want to kind of make it color coordinated? Possibly. Let's see. If I go with, let's do 1, 2, 3, and then I need yellow. Let's see how well I can get these colors. Let me do this so I can kind of, you know, as a left-hander, it's what we got to do. And even then, it sometimes doesn't come out straight. 3. And then what do I need? Kind of like a fuchsia. Well, I don't really have a fuchsia, but I do have a pink. I'll just use pink. So we have, again, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'll just set those there. And then we're going to have when it's due. So we'll do, okay, I'm thinking how I want to put it together. So let's do this. Okay, so from my goals, one of my goals was to go back to my old blog posts and fix the SEO on them. You know, new things come up and better improvements could be made. So that's been on my list. And I go in periodically, I fix 1 or 2. So I'm setting a goal for the second quarter to fix at least 4 old posts at minimum. Doing videos and blogging together is really time consuming, so that's why I didn't put too much pressure to do more than 4. So, you know, again, we'll see how well that works. And then I have a due date, so I had put some other things in here for work. Then what I was thinking, whenever you set your goals, you should really break them down by annual, month, week, and day. Day might be pushing it a little bit much, but it still will give you a path to work with. So now what's up here is already my annual goals. So this is what I plan to put in here are the goals that I think I can accomplish between April and June of this year. So these come from the annual goals I had already set up. And then from there, I want to break it down by, let's say, month, week, and day. So each flag will represent, you know, M monthly, W weekly, D for daily. And then, so for example, let's see, which one can I use as a good example? Okay, so one of my goals is to stick to my content plan. Here's what I want to do first, because sometimes this ink doesn't dry right away. And I don't want to smear the ink after all my hard work putting it together. Okay, so again, sticking to my content plan. So my monthly goal might be Okay, so when I look at the goal to stick to the new content plan, that our outline that I've kind of written and want to commit to, one of the things I can do monthly is to set up my month content 2 weeks prior to the new month starting. So for example, we're going into May. So let's say around May 15th or so, go ahead and set up June's content, starting around May 15th or so. So I feel like if I do that once a month, middle of the month, that should help me stick to my new content plan. Now, I'll go back and I'll be evaluating all of this, seeing how it works. I'll also be working on my own printable and testing it out as well. I've tested it through, periodically. As I did one page, I would, kind of run it out in my mind, scribble some notes out. So it should all work the way I'm thinking in my head. It's just a matter of, putting it into motion. So stick to a new content plan. One of the ways I can accomplish that is to set the content 2 weeks prior to the month starting. Another thing I could do monthly is, let's put it here. Okay, so another way I could stick to that content plan is by organizing an outline for maybe the bigger or longer videos that I might be planning on trying to do. So that would be something I would do monthly. So as my content's figured out, if I feel like that's going to be a longer video, I will then want to supplement that with creating an outline. So again, these are just things that I think I can do, the steps I think I can do to accomplish these goals that I think I can do from between April and June, which now I'm already 1 month past. I've probably already met the 4 post things, but I think I may continue that just because it needs to get done. So anyhow, that's how I plan on structuring it. So I'm going to say, at least with regard to this here, again, I probably have already done that in April, but I think for that one, I'm going to say fix. Okay, so on the weekly, what I wrote was fix 1 old post per week. Now, if I were to fix 1 old post per week, that might actually help me accomplish 8 of the older videos, old blog posts, rather than just 4. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, I can always do it bi-weekly or what have you. Let's see. So my daily step, again, if I go back to the content plan, okay, so what I wrote was daily, I can always refer back to my content plan daily. So although I may not need to, or I may know what's coming up video-wise, if I refer back to it daily, again, this goes back to when you create routines, you create new habits, and vice versa. When, if you create a routine of every morning coming in, checking, the daily content or the content plan for even the week, the month, whatever, it eventually creates a habit. And then it, as anything, it just gets, helps you productivity wise. So that is how I plan to structure this. This is going to be quarter 2, and we are going into, of course, May. I did accomplish some things already, but I probably won't include them in this sheet for quarter 2. I'll just start fresh with technically May. So that's what I plan to do. Then I will have, so for each This is my page. Again, I didn't label these because I'm still, you know, playing around with the placement of it. So let's see, we have, that's the workbook. Okay, I'm thinking at the moment, although this is a monthly checkup, or check-in, not checkup, I'm thinking I'm going to put these here, monthly and quarterly. So, you know, quarterly will be this, and then the monthlies will be behind it. So I think that's how I'm going to set it up for now. So there it is. I am loving this. I'm kind of excited about it, and I'm hoping that it works. I have been focused on the goals. There are things I want to accomplish. I do accomplish a lot in a year, but now I have a record of it. I can kind of tweak things as I go along. I have multiple ways in which to keep myself on target. More importantly, I'm excited to start using this goals workbook for my goal planning, even for 2024, and taking it into 2025. So be sure to check that out on the blog. And then this is now my new goal planning. I'm going to take this out only because I don't want the ink. I don't know if the ink is dry. It gets me nervous. So this is now my new goals planner, and I will be setting up the tabs. I'll do a few little tweaks as I go along, and then we're going to kind of check back, and we're going to see the progress, see how well it worked, what didn't, and tweak it from there. So I thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification. I will have all the supplies I can link in the description box below, as well as all of my regular daily planner craft room supplies are already listed in the description box below. And I hope you have a wonderful day as you create a beautiful life. Thank you for watching.